Will Baroness, Steve Zanet, what's going on? Kurt the Burt, what's going on? How you doing? Los Mas Flow. What's up, guys? John here. Titan Talk Tuesday officially in effect. I appreciate all you guys joining me. Like I said, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all these guys that are joining in. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And I'm with you guys every Tuesday, 6 p.m. So if you guys have to go out early, don't forget about me next week, and I'll come at you guys with great information. Hulk Squad, Torin Jones, what's going on? How you doing? Marks, Jeff D. Wall, excuse me. How you doing? So, guys, I'm back, man. Obviously, last week you guys seen me. If you guys were joining, I was out of the country. I was with Therese on her birthday. I was in Mexico, so I did not forget about you guys. Did the show out there. It was a hell of a show, and it was beautiful weather out there, too. So, came back with a nice tan, even though I live in Florida. You know, the weather's beautiful here, too, so you can get a tan just as well. But had a little bit more time to spend outside and capture that tan. So, it was really, really nice. So, I appreciate all you guys. Especially with the support with Therese and everything. Thank you for her birthday. I appreciate all you guys. So, got a hell of a show for you guys. We're going to talk about some good things today. Obviously, the first topic we're going to talk about is therapy of the week. We're going to talk about glutathione. We're going to talk about how vitamin B12 and vitamin B vitamins in general can help people who may suffer from anxiety or depression without using other medications. What's going on? I am Chef Taro. What's going on, bro? I hope all is well, dude. I seen you got recognized or you got nominated for best meal prep company in the Bay. And if you guys think he's just a meal prep company, this guy's an executive chef, okay? Ran Eddie V's, knows his thing. So if you guys are looking for that, he's a great dude to get in touch with. All right, so we're also going to talk about chemicals destroying life and death in hair follicles. I know obviously a lot of people out there are dealing with hair issues, males and females, where it was just us guys going bald. Now a lot of women are dealing with a lot of hair issues too as well. So they might have found the secret to this. So stay tuned, and we'll talk about that too as well. So let's jump into it. You guys are here to learn about Titan Medical Center, or you guys are here to learn about something that's going to be helpful to you guys. So let's get into Grimson Cutlass said, you guys deal with endocrinologists. So we do deal with endocrinologists. We don't have any on staff, but we do deal with them. We do have medical doctors as far as internal medicine doctors, DOs. So we have that too as well for practitioners. Big shout out to Dan Wheeler. Plus, he got a badge. My dude's always supporting. You guys need to shout him out. Give him some love too as well. All right, so glutathione, super antioxidant, mother of all antioxidants. This one is definitely one of the superior regimens out there in a lot of different ways. Totally beneficial for you guys, totally natural to the body, and can help in so many different ways as far as health benefits. So let's really break down glutathione, what glutathione is, and how can it help you guys, because that's the real important thing here. Let's get to the point, right? So injectable glutathione. Injectable glutathione is one of the best ways out there for a lot of things, especially for the liver functions. Now, glutathione originally is produced in your liver naturally. So, you know, this isn't something you introduce into the body that's foreign. The thing about glutathione is that it will deplete very quickly in certain situations or a couple of different scenarios. So, you smoke, you drink, it's going to shorten or get rid of some of that glutathione. If you're getting a lot of free radicals in the body, this is going to help deplete glutathione. If you're sick, this is going to help deplete glutathione. So you're like, wow, you're like, damn, I'm depleting all this glutathione. Like, how do I get glutathione back in my body? Because glutathione is very, very important for a lot of different functions, especially immune support. Okay? But how do you get it back in your body? So there's a couple different ways to get glutathione back in your body. Now, eating glutathione, as far as not an oral supplementation, because the oral supplementations don't work very well. There's a lot of people out there that have oral supplementation of glutathione, and it's a lot easier for somebody that doesn't want to do injection. So a pill, right? But the problem with the pill is that the absorbency isn't there, especially with glutathione. I don't care how you put it or what you put it in. Any sort of transportation, unless it's sublingual and didn't take it in sublingually or injectable or IV, it's going to be a hard way to absorb it, especially orally. Now, I know they have nasal sprays now. That might work pretty well. I don't know if studies on that one, but that one would probably work. But orally, like in a capsule form or powdered form, probably not going to work too well. Now, with glutathione, you know, this is something that, you know, your body it's an antioxidant, right? So think about the inside of your body oxidating, oxidative stress, oxidative damage, all these different things. How do you battle that? You battle that with glutathione, okay? And glutathione is one of the different things that can help as an antioxidant. There's other antioxidants out there too as well, but glutathione is one of the most powerful antioxidants that we have at our disposal to use in a whole bunch of different scenarios to help us. Now, back to how else you can take it in. You can take it in injectable wise, you can take it in IV wise, like I said. Now, injectable wise is probably going to be your best bet. It's going to be have the best transportation rate and the fastest absorbency other than IV, intravenously. But you're not going to be able to take intravenous glutathione daily, okay, or every other day. Or if you do, it's going to be more of a pain in the butt, okay? With IVs, you usually have to sit there to get the IV bag. That depends on if it's a 500 milliliter bag or a 1,000 milliliter bag. And if you're doing glutathione in the bag or just a push, there's a lot of variables. But either way, the injectable version with a baby little insulin needle that's virtually painless is going to be the best way to make glutathione, as far as, getting the system, using it. It's going to be the best way to get it in for sure. Orthomolecular makes a specially formulated capsule. So I've seen all these different capsulating versions and all these different ways, nanotech and all that. Now, nano might, if it's real nano, but I haven't seen, personally, I haven't, okay, anything out there glutathione-wise that works very, very well. Now, you can test your glutathione too. So there's a blood test as far as a glutathione test that you can actually see where your levels are at. And with this is a great thing to see if it's a baseline, to see if you have it or not. Now, you don't have to take the blood test to get glutathione, and you don't have to worry about overdosing on glutathione. You're not going to ever overdose on glutathione. Now, if you take high doses of glutathione, I'm talking about like 1,000 milligrams, 1,200 milligrams, per week or a couple of days, this can help lighten the skin. It'll help whiten the skin, if you guys can believe that. But you're not going to get any whitening or any problematic issues with glutathione at small doses, like 200 milligrams per day or lower, okay? So this is a good one as far as that goes. Now, immune system or immune function. This is a big one. So a lot of people these days are still sick, or they get sick. We're still going to get sick no matter what. We're never going to go where nobody ever gets sick again. It's just never going to happen. Doesn't matter how many vaccinations or how many different things out there we have. It's just not going to happen. So you got to prepare your body, and you want to be able to make sure your body has best defenses when it goes out to fight these different things, these bacteria, these viral infections, all these different things that you're facing out there that you have no idea. So it definitely helps with that. Now, the other thing, free radicals. So free radicals you can get from a number of different ways on the outside, from toxins, environment, all these different things. Now, free radicals are okay at a certain amount. But when we start getting a lot of free radicals, this causes damage to our body and even to our DNA possibly. So this is where glutathione gets rid of free radicals in the body or tames the free radicals to take them down to a lower number so it's healthy to be in the body. So glutathione, like I said, the mother of antioxidants, super antioxidant, great for a number of different things. Also, liver functions. And this is where it really is amazing because we've used this on so many different patients in our practice over a 10-year span, and we've seen so many dramatic results. It's ridiculous. So if your liver functions, your ALT or AST enzymes are high, you go in, you do a comprehensive metabolic panel. This is a very general panel that most all general practitioners run when you come in to see them. Maybe your 6-month checkup, yearly checkup, or just some blood work. This is going to tell liver, kidneys, electrolytes. It's going to be a pretty basic panel to run across the board, but it will tell you where your liver enzymes are at. Now, if your liver enzymes are high, you're starting to get higher liver enzymes. Now, when I say higher liver enzymes, usually liver enzymes, depending on what blood test you're taking from which lab, the ranges usually go up to 0 to 40, 0 to 41, or 0 to 40 again, right in those ranges. So if you start getting like 50 or 60, listen, your ranges are a little bit high there, okay? But you can fix those. If you start getting into like the triple digits, this is something you really, really want to look at and say, hey, listen, what's going wrong? Because when your body and your liver it's basically fatty at that point. Your liver is not working properly or to the best of its ability or optimally. This is slowing other things down in the body too as well. Like the way that your fat can be processed to your liver faster. This will slow down that process. Metabolism, all these different things will go along with it. So you don't want to do this. Even if your liver functions get out of control, super out of control, it can cause jaundice, and you start getting yellowing. So you don't want this to happen. So if you're starting to get high liver enzymes, now high liver enzymes can come from a number of different things. It could be Tylenol use, it could be alcohol use, it could be fatty foods, right? Eating a lot of fatty foods. This will cause a fatty liver too as well. But don't be scared, because at that point you can help the liver. The liver can revitalize itself and rejuvenate itself so many different ways. But with glutathione, it can do it even faster with a lot of help from glutathione. So if you guys are looking to feel better, literally feel better, more mental clarity, and better as far as up top too as well, glutathione might be the therapy for you. If you have higher liver enzymes, maybe your immune system's been compromised or you get sick a lot. Another one's allergies. So if you have allergies, right, we have sinus issues, glutathione is a great one for inflammation too as well. Even in different joint areas, you know, people ask me all the time, like, hey, what do you have like for inflammation or for like joint areas? Glutathione, baby. That's an anti-inflammatory, works very, very well, very natural. It's not going to damage the liver either. It's going to help the liver. So it is a great therapy to be able to utilize across the board in wide spectrum. Depending on what you're using or what you're doing, this could be a definite therapy and a game changer to add on to your current regimen. So if you guys are looking to get a hold of glutathione or want to know more about this awesome super antioxidant, all you guys have to do is call or text 727-389-3220, and you can contact the office. The staff there is going to be more than happy to talk about this therapy with you guys, how it can help you guys, the different benefits, and then get you signed up as a patient, maybe if that's what you want to do. And if you want to become a patient and take advantage of this therapy, it's real simple and easy to do. Just fill out the new patient paperwork, go to titanmedicalcenter.com, get that in. As soon as you get that and you press, confirm, and it goes over to us, we'll get it. We'll call you. We'll set up a consultation for you guys. So the medical provider can go over all the different benefits, go over some of this different therapies and this therapy with you guys to help you guys with a personalized regimen. All you guys got to do, call or text 727-389-3220, or go to the website and just fill out the patient paperwork right away, and we'll contact you. That easy to do, guys. I promise you. Very simple. All right. So if you guys have any questions about what else we do from Titan Medical Center, just shoot it out here with you. I'll be able to answer for you guys. I'll help you guys out, talk to you guys about the therapies, or we'll get into a discussion about it, maybe, go a different route. All right. So the next one is vitamin B12 may help people who suffer from anxiety and depression, the study says. So this is really, really cool. Now, lately, the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of different articles out there about depression. And anxiety is another one that troubles a lot of people out there. So, what is the go-to usually for anxiety or depression? Well, before it was pharmaceutical, and it was basically antidepressants or anti-anxiety medications. And some of these medications are very harmful in other ways. They can cause other negative symptoms, like negative libido effects, or people feeling like they're zombies, or depression where they're getting sleepier or getting to take controlled or addictive medication that they really don't want to take, but they have to because they have no other way to deal with anxiety. And this can affect their daily quality of life too as well, dealing with these things. So this study was done on vitamin B6 and vitamin B12 to help anxiety, and it really did at high doses for patients. They did it for people that were taking just B12, B6, and people that were just placebo effect. The people that took these higher doses of these vitamins, it definitely helped some of them. Not all of them, okay? Not one therapy or medication is probably going to help every single person. But if it helps the majority of people, or it has another option for people to try at least, this is what's important out there. Big shout out, 1-5 Shadow Wolf, Texas Pound, Robbie Kreider, what's going on? Guy Garcia, how you guys doing? So this is really cool. When I started to see this article and we started talking about it on here, I'm like, man, how many people would rather do this than, their antidepressant or their anti-anxiety medication? If you could take a vitamin, and that would be what the issue was, to at least heal you or at least reduce the symptoms of anxiety or depression, would you rather take that? And I'm sure a lot of people out there would definitely rather take these B vitamins. And that goes to show that maybe a lot of people out there aren't supplementing you know, the right things that the body really needs, or might not be getting some of these things that are crucial for the body to work all the way around, not just physically, but mentally too as well. So really, really cool, man. Really, really cool. So this study was done in the UK. It was done on 478 volunteers with anxiety or depression. It was, you know, a very small experiment as far as that goes, but, you know, hopefully this will get to a bigger clinical trial and they'll be able to really, really go upon it. All right. Next one. Let's talk about it. This one was pretty cool too. So the chemical controlling life and death in hair follicles. Now, hair follicles, you would think are a big, big thing in the body, but you know, as you get older, your hair might become thinner and you might lose your hair. And you're like, damn, I want my hair back. Why? Or how can I get my hair back? What is causing this? And for years, it's really been an unexplained phenomenon. You know, doctors thought they knew what it was DHT, dihydrotestosterone, and that's when the follicle shrinks and then it minimizes so much and then it closes up and it's gone and it's dead. And over time, you know, a lot of people might deal with this problem. So, you know, what can you do, or what are the best things you can look at to really help your hair? Now, there's different things on the market, you know, like all these different hair serums, or you know, we've got some different prescribed medications. There are prescribed medications out there that deal with hair loss too as well. So you've got some options. Now, some of those medications out there, like finasteride, which goes by Propecia, this medication is supposed to help with hair loss and for possible hair growth. You know, it's a good medication as far as that goes to a certain extent of hair growth. But the negative side effects that some males get from it, it's like a male castration drug. I've tried this drug. Did not work very well for me at all as far as that goes because of that libido issue. And I was on testosterone replacement therapy. So it wasn't like my levels were low or I wasn't combating that, or I was just a regular guy taking it. Maybe, you know, my levels sucked. And maybe that's why I was having the issues. And it wasn't physical. So it wasn't my erection really getting up. It was the libido effect, the drive effect. And that's what controlled it. And that's not me. So I stopped taking the medication a long time ago. But, you know, I always look into this because people ask me this all the time. And then you have more females out there losing or, you know, going bald right now. I mean, because of COVID. There are a lot of people out there that are dealing with COVID long-term effects, and they're having massive amounts of hair loss. Sharice had massive amounts of hair loss. Luckily, her hair grew back. We put her on some great therapies and stuff like that, injectable biotin, our hair health capsules too as well, daily. It really worked for her. Her hair came back scrumptious, voluptuous, and very, very thick, thank God. But some people are not that lucky. So what is this, you know, chemical, I guess, that really does cause follicles to die? So the molecule itself and the chemical itself is TGF beta. And this controls a process by which cells in hair follicles, including stem cells, divide and form new cells or orchestrate their own death. So this chemical is responsible for hair growth and follicle death. So you're like, damn, like, is this a good thing or a bad thing? So with anything in life, it's all about balance, right? And especially with TGF beta. With this chemical, it has to be a balance ratio in the body. There cannot be too much because then it will kill the hair follicle. But at the right amount, this will help with cell division. Now, our body's made up of a whole bunch of stem cells, okay? And hair follicles are no different. Hair follicles actually have a reservoir of stem cells that even if the follicle dies, it's still there. So right now, what's going on is these scientists are trying to manipulate the TGF beta chemical so that they could actually regrow hair in people that have follicles that have already died. Now, wouldn't that be the kick? Think about how much that would sell for. I mean, the hair care business, and I'm not talking about like shampoos, I'm talking about the hair loss hair care business. I mean, that's a multi-billion-dollar business in its own right. You know, just hair. Think about it. And most guys are like, you know, I'll shave it. But some guys are like, I ain't shaving it. Pat Reese is like, bald is beautiful, right? I mean, hey, listen, you know, listen. If you ask the majority of guys out there, you say, hey, listen, would you rather have a banging body and you know you can have sex like a bull, you're like a bull, right? and you're good to go, and be bald? Or would you rather have your hair voluptuous, beautiful, flowing in the wind, and have a beer belly and have no sex life because you can't work downstairs? Majority of guys, I think, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong if you guys think different, and that's okay too, but I would myself rather be the bald guy with a banging body and a bowl in the bedroom than have the wavy, hairy flow that you're out and you're doing commercials just for hair care products, but you're like like a beta. That's not me. And but some people that's what they are. They care about their hair, and that's all right too. I mean, everybody's got their thing, right? For girls out there, like it might be their hair. Some girls it might be eyes. Guys it might be their biceps. Who knows? We all have our best parts out there, what we think are our best parts. But I think, if whoever cracks this code with hair is going to be, $1 billion business as far as that goes, especially if it works. If it works, because a lot of guys have to go through hair transplants. And girls are starting to do it now, too. I couldn't believe that because it's a majority of guys out there that are doing it. But girls are dealing with all these different things. Girls are losing eyelashes and all these different things. And they're getting transplants. I mean, I've seen girls get transplants on their eyebrows, which is really crazy because their eyebrows thin. They're thin and they didn't like that and they didn't want to draw them on, so they got hair transplants on their eyebrows. I mean, you can pretty much do anything you want these days, I think, as far as surgeries and transplants and all these good things. And the way technology is working, we're starting to get better and better at some of these things. We're starting to learn some new things. And stem cells are like blank tiles, right? Because you have different cells in your body and some things just don't change. But stem cells can change into pretty much anything. That's why there's so many rejuvenating properties about stem cells, and not just with hair follicles. They're using this for all different types of things and have for a long time, especially for healing. Healing is a big thing for stem cells. So, if you're looking into these different stem cell treatments, I know some are doing it on heads already, but it's not this TGF beta chemical that they're doing to the stem cells. They're actually injecting stem cells or PRP. That's been another game changer for hair loss. So if you're dealing with hair loss, this might be a great option to do before any surgeries or anything else. Like I said, there's some great medications out there. Some, that work for hair loss, but they might not be the right fit for you guys either. Like I said, make sure whatever you're trying to do or accomplish or you don't want to happen, let's say you don't want to lose your bedroom game, don't take Propecia. There's some people out there that can take it, though. And like I said, everybody's different. They can take it and then have the negative effects. Some people do, some people don't. So if you're willing to take the risk for that, it might definitely help as far as for hair thinning and hair loss too as well. All right. Let's get into our question of the week. Poll question of the week. What do you take to strengthen your immune system? This is a great question. I think everybody out there should take something to boost their immune system. So let's see what we got here. So 28% said nothing. Why would I need to do that? I don't know. Monkeypox are out there. I'm still 19's out there still. People get bacterial viral infections still. There's still stuff out there that will get people sick. So boost the immune system because you got to be around sick people. Not that you get sick easily, but if there's people around you constantly in this disruptive sickness that where people are at all around you. I mean, at that point, you might want to be able to bring some different weaponry for your body to defend everything that's going on around you as far as the germs. 28% yes, I take therapies like glutathione, etc. Awesome. So that means that 28% of you guys are actually taking therapies and doing this right away. So it's preventive. That's awesome. 44% said yes, I take over-the-counter oral supplements. And at least you're trying out there. So I'm not going to hate on you guys. These guys are at least, trying to make some sort of effort to boost your immune system or to help your body in some different way, shape, or form. Now, would I say that's the best way to probably do it? Probably not, guys. So I would definitely possibly look into some of the therapies that we have. I think that you can get a lot of the different therapies, maybe even one injection in some of the cases, like Nectar of the Gods, which has glutathione in it, but it has glutamine in it, it has arginine in it, right? It has lysine, proline, taurine, NAC, L-carnitine in it. This is another good one that has glutathione and a number of other different properties to help you out beneficially health-wise. All right, so the schedule, Titan schedule, 8-4-6, Tampa Pro. what is that, next week? Next weekend, we'll see you there, Tampa. Woo-woo. Big giveaways, injections, B12 shots, amino injections. We're going to be doing it all for you guys. So I can't wait to see you guys. 8/13, the weekend afterwards, we're down. Deke Warner, NPC Puerto State Classic. We'll be in Orlando. I can't wait. 9 to 9/10, St.Pete Art and Fashion Week, presented by and sponsored by Titan Medical Center. Big shout out to Donna Crowley for putting that thing together. She always puts together a hell of an event. This one's going to be the biggest venue she's booked for this yet. So I can't wait. 9/17, Jason Skeldon, Art and Fashion Week. Or excuse me, Art and Fashion Show, not Fashion Week. Yeah, I was just with Jason this whole week actually, last week. Got a hell of a show planned for you guys. A lot of exciting things, some special things, and some exciting surprises. So stay tuned. And this will just be the kickoff because we're going to do another show here a couple months down the road. It's going to be even bigger and badder. Think about 3 times the size. I can't wait. After that, we have Hurricane Pro 10/22. We'll be in beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida. Can't wait for that. Big shout out to Tim Gardner and the production, Tim Gardner Productions. Cars and Couture 12/3. I can't wait for that. Another Don Crowley, Lux Fashion Group put together an event sponsored by and presented by Titan Medical Center again. 12/15 to 12/18, Olympia in Las Vegas. Can't wait. Can't wait to get down there, do our thing down there, have a great presentation. Did lose a good friend, though, this last week with Jerry Ward. If anybody knows Jerry Ward, the guy was a hell of a guy, man. Really good friend of me and a great friend, the supporter of Titan Medical Center. He did a lot of different events with us. I spent a lot of time with Jerry Ward. I got much respect for him, or did. And shout out to his family, Aaron, that's suffering, his wife. I will be doing a video on him. I haven't done one yet because I didn't want to just throw something together. I want to do something real nice for him. So you guys will be seeing that coming out very shortly. I appreciate all you guys joining me, man. If you guys want to, make sure you guys are getting connected with our newsletter. You guys can text Titan Medical to 22828 and jump on the email list. Make sure you guys are going over to YouTube, subscribing, hitting the all notification bell. Guys, remember, we have the podcast. We have the podcast. Not only me, but Big Drew's on some of those bad boys. Teresa on some of them. And you guys can listen to all the great content we have for you guys. Anywhere podcasts are download, just go there, Titan Medical Center or Titan Lifestyle. You guys will find it, download it, and love what we're putting out there for you guys. So I appreciate it, guys. A little bit of a lighter show today. You know, I had a long flight last night. I didn't get into like 3 o'clock, man. It was hell. So if you guys are traveling, be prepared for these airlines to delay, cancel your flights. I mean, because it's really happening. I seen it firsthand for myself. It was a pain in the ass. It makes me not want to travel no more. And that sucks because you don't want to do anything. I'm even scared about this damn Vegas trip, man. Because I was like, man, all the Vegas flights were delayed or canceled. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, what is going on here? You know, I even talked to some of the pilots, and there's such a big shortage of pilots. It's ridiculous. The pilot was like, listen, he's like, I've flown 2 flights today. I flew in from Jersey. I'm flying you guys to Tampa, and then I'm flying from Tampa back to, I can't remember what he told me. So I'm doing more flight. I'm like, man, this is crazy. He's like, yeah. He's like, there's just not a lot of us. He's like, good thing for me, they're raising my pay and they're giving me bonuses. But he's like, man, he's like, I'm doing some long shifts. I mean, anybody flies three times on a plane, dude. I mean, back to back to back, man. I wouldn't do it. I would hate that. But God bless those pilots out there, those people in the sky. We also met one lady that was really, really nice yesterday. I guess I'll give her a shout out. It's fun to hear this. But her name was Donna Williams. 35 years as a stewardess, dude. That lady's like the epitome of what every stewardess or airline attendant should be like. Literally, dude. She's like, we had first class tickets on the way back. Our flights got canceled. So it puts an economy. I'm like, I don't care. The next day, I'm like, I'm getting back home. I don't care where I'm sitting. So at this point, this lady comes back. She's doing real nice. Her story, she's like, man, she's like, the service factor in the airlines just went down so much. And she's like, I've seen it. She told me, she's like, man, 35 years, had a smile on her face. She's like, people shouldn't treat people, especially if we're servicing people, like they're superior. It's been really bad. I think a lot of politics and the mask and everything, but hopefully things will turn around a little bit. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you guys have any questions and I didn't answer them, tune in with me next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Write me a DM, and I'll be happy to answer it live for you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions before I go, I'd be happy to answer too as well. Anything about therapies or what can help you, or maybe you're in a strut or a bad position as far as trying to lose weight or gain muscle, let me know. All right. If not, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next Tuesday, Titan Talk Tuesday, 6 p.m. with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'm working on a whole bunch of other stuff for you guys, I promise. I love listening to you talk. Hear from Sydney. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate you. Big shout out to you. Sydney, Australia, dude. That's awesome. I wish I could go out there. I heard it's beautiful in Australia. It's just one of the best places to go. There's actually a lot of Greek people in Australia. I didn't know that until probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I started talking to some cousins I had over there. But I'd love to visit over there. I appreciate you always tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. I wouldn't do it without you guys. So appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next Tuesday.